How's it going, everyone? I'm Immature Gamer and I hope you're having a fantastic day. In the new 16.0 update, they added a new barrier device. This device is a direct copy of the original barrier device with the exception that it can be used off-grid and can be resized. Something so simple you would think wouldn't be that much of a change, but actually this brings out so many possibilities that we are still exploring. One of those possibilities, however, is the ability to switch to first person from a trigger. In this video, I'll show you how to make your character go into first person mode and then seamlessly switch back to third person mode. This mechanism is extremely simple to build and anyone can do it, so let's get started. Before we start the video, please hit that like button. It goes a long way, and if you would like to see more content like this, subscribe. I've got some insane new maps and tutorials coming up that you won't want to miss. If you would like to help me out even more, consider using code Immature in the item shop. Thank you. Alright, let's just get into it real quick. It's very simple to make. It's actually probably one of the easiest tutorials I've had on my channel. And how this mechanic works is in the game, if you get stuck inside of a barrier, it actually gives you that first person look. And with some settings and with some magic, we can make it look seamless and kind of trick people out. I have actually copied this exact same room so we can just start building. So the first thing we're going to need is a trigger. Since I made kind of like a makeshift gun range, I'm going to actually signal from an item spawner after I pick up an item. But I mean, you could use a trigger that's invisible if you walk over something. You can use the perception trigger button. There's a bunch of different ways you can set up this sequence. And I want to make one note that the player has to be inside the box before the signal is sent for this to work. If it's sent at the same time, it's just going to move them outside this box area. So let's grab an item spawner. Let's customize it. I leave item spawn on. I turn visible off. Time before first spawn instant. Time between spawns I turn to never. Run over pickup, you can actually have it automated if you'd like. I put spawn item on 2 and when item pickup transmit on 1. Then now you just put your weapon in here. Alright, next let's grab the new barrier device. Place this down in your area. Interact with it, make barrier style invisible, enable during phase none, block weapon fire. You're gonna want no for this, but maybe if while they're in first person, maybe they're doing some other task, maybe it's like a menu or some other reason you're using first person and you don't want them to be shot at or basically invulnerable, then you can leave that to yes. You can leave all this to default and then enable on 1, disable on 2. Now we're almost done. Now we just have one more thing. But basically now we just need to set it up so when they're done, it's going to disable this barrier and allow them to get back into third person and move again, right? Again, you can use any types of triggers, but I think the cleanest and seamless way to set up this mechanic is to use a perception device. So let's go do that. Go into your devices, find the perception trigger. All right, place it down. Now I'm gonna rotate this to have it look at me. All right, let's edit this. Time between trigger infinite. I turn off the sound and visual effects. I don't want people to see this in game. You're gonna turn enable on game start to disable. You're gonna turn enable on 1 and disable on channel 2. And you're gonna turn when player looks at device transmit on channel 2. Now this is very important. This perception trigger actually has to be inside your barrier for it to work. And now if you look at where we are, we're gonna be shooting, we're gonna be going this way, and then when we turn and we actually look at this device, that's when it's going to send that signal. So just place this inside your barrier and let's test out this mechanic. There you have it. We pick up the gun, we go right to first person, and then when we look around, right when we see that perception trigger that's technically right here, it signals for the barrier to drop, and it also we set it up to spawn in that item. That's basically it. If this video helped you out any, please hit that like button, and if you want to see more content like this, then subscribe. Also, before you leave a comment on what tutorial you would like me to do next. If you had any trouble with this tutorial, you can get help on my Discord, Creative Juice. It's a Discord made for creators to meet others and to help each other grow and get better in creative. Links in the description. That's gonna do it for this video. I'm Immature and I'm out.